Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to our third update for Le Mans and also Download Festival. These events will be taking place on Thursday through to Sunday, so just a couple of days to go. And the events will be starting. I know people will be heading off to Le Mans to pitch up their tents and soak up the atmosphere in the coming days through the course of this week, ready in anticipation for the event at the weekend. And of course, folks are going to be heading to Donington as well for Download in the next few days too. So I'm going to go through all of the charts for both Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in a moment. We will be adding in the Isle of Wight Festival to this as well. That's coming up. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. So, yeah, we're properly into festival season now, and I shall get on with it for you in a second. Just to say that the first video today was our 6 a.m. UK weather forecast, got 10 to 14 day, excuse me, coming up for you later on today as well. And as well as all of that, we're going to be live streaming at 8 p.m. this evening, so I shall see you live at 8, and we shall have a chat and see how we're all doing. Right, okay, let's start off with situation for Thursday, Ben. So as I say, just like 3 days until we begin Download. So that's where we're starting on the 8th of June, day one of Download. High pressure dominates the weather over and to the north country. Winds still coming in from an easterly direction. Upper air temperatures are looking warm, very warm down across France. You will notice people will be heading down to France to get ready for Le Mans, of course, on Thursday. It's a dry day. For Download as well, for the first day of Download, no precipitation anywhere near Midlands. In fact, the whole country looks basically dry there, and down into France as well. Northwestern France should be mostly dry, sunny. Quite warm with temperatures of upper teens, low 20s, really quite pleasant there through the Midlands, heading down into France for Le Mans. We see the temperature reaching mid-20s Celsius there. Very, very pleasant. On into Friday night for June. It's coming Friday, which was day 2 of Download, and more people will be heading down to Le Mans. We again see high pressure dominating over and to the east country. Winds coming in from that easterly direction. Upper air temperatures continue to look pretty warm across most parts of the UK, Donington included. Precipitation, so there's a few heavy showers and thunderstorms beginning to push in towards western parts of France. That might affect Le Mans, but it looks mainly dry actually across most parts of France. So the UK is looking dry as well, so another dry, bright day probably with sunny spells for day 2. Download. And temperature wise, we look like that again, sort of low 20s, up to teens, low 20s, something like that. Quite pleasant with the temperature. A little bit hotter down into France, away from those thunderstorms anyway. Temperature could be going up towards the upper 20s Celsius. And then that takes us through to Saturday, which is day 3 of Download and the first day of Le Mans. And we see that pressure should begin to weaken a little bit. High pressure still in control, really, over to the east country, but the gradients are becoming just that little bit slacker. The upper air temperatures, though, are becoming hotter, and it looks really quite hot indeed across much of France. They're warming up for England and Wales as well. There's a little bit of cape and lifting appearing, though, by the time we get through to Saturday. This is convective potential. So when you've got these brighter colours, there's a chance of heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out if there's a trigger, particularly over France, but some of that is getting into parts of the UK and Wales as well. And we are seeing heavy showers and thunderstorms being forecast here for Saturday. They look relatively scattered, but they're around, so don't take the wet areas too literally. Where it looks dry, you know, there could be a thunderstorm. Where it looks wet, you might stay dry. But it does look as though showers and storms could be breaking out on Saturday, both for Donington and down into Le Mans as well. I would definitely prepare for some wet weather, possible anyway, if you go to either of those events. Temperatures very warm technically, so we're seeing like 25, 26 where there's sunshine. Where we have the downpours, of course, the temperatures are quite a lot lower, so it will depend on whether you get a thunderstorm or not, and the same true down into France as well. There we see temperatures flirting with around 30 Celsius actually across some northern parts of France, but again it depends on how widespread the showers and storms become. And then the gradient's very slack as we go into Sunday, day 4, the final day of Download, and of course the second and last day for Le Mans as well. Upper air temperatures again looking very warm, hot across France with those upper air temperatures. There is more Cape and lifted being forecast here, both for France and into the UK as well. So still with convective potential there. And I haven't put in the precipitation chart, have I? So the temperature, it's looking like that. Actually, a hotter day on Sunday. We're going up into the upper 20s Celsius there down in the south, and the south being 27, 28, might be able to add a degree onto that. So very warm, very humid, actually quite hot potentially by Sunday, and the same true down into France as well. That heat over France has pushed northwards when you get through into Sunday. Let's just show you the precipitation forecast, which I can do if I quickly change that over. So precipitation wise, you know, we still see the signal there for heavy showers, potentially thunderstorms across some parts of France. And into the UK as well. So it's not definite that there'll be showers and storms around at the weekend in any particular place, but it looks like the threat is there. So I would, if you go to either event, prepare for wet weather then. Otherwise, prepare for warm weather though, especially for Le Mans, and that warmth does eventually get into the UK as well over the weekend. Now, just have a very quick look at the Isle of Wight Festival, which is going to be taking place from the 15th to the 18th of June. So we're skipping on another week now, which means we're in the unreliable time frame of the model, of course. So just take this as a very, very rough guide of what could happen. But this is day one of Isle of Wight Festival down on the south coast, of course. No, we see a ridge of high pressure close to the country still. Upper air temperatures are still looking warm. It looks dry there for day one of the Isle of Wight Festival, and temperatures are very warm into mid to upper 20s Celsius. That's day two for the Isle of Wight Festival, Friday the 16th of June. Again, a ridge of high pressure very close to the country. Upper air temperatures are still looking warm. Some heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out towards the north and west, but much of England and Wales looking mainly dry. Again, too far out though for kind of my new detail, so I would just take it, but there might be some showers by day two, really, but hopefully the model's right and it stays dry. Still very warm for England and Wales as well. Temperatures again mid upper 20s Celsius down on the south coast. Not a warm that, of course, because the sea does temper the temperature a little bit, but will still be quite warm, and I would have thought pretty pleasant. That's day three of the Isle of Wight Festival, which is Saturday the 17th of June. Again, high pressure is not far away, though the grains are slack. The upper air temperatures are looking very warm. More widespread heavy showers and maybe thunderstorms breaking out across the country there for day three of the Isle of Wight Festival, and the temperature again is looking very warm, would be quite humid as well, I think, into the mid-20s Celsius at least. And then finally, this is the final day of the Isle of Wight Festival, with a nice ridge of high pressure building up from the Azores high into Western Europe. Upper air temperatures are looking warm, or very warm. Fewer showers as well, as that ridge is strengthening from the Azores, and temperatures very pleasant into the mid-20s Celsius quite widely. It doesn't look too bad to me, that for the Isle of Wight Festival. That suggestive showers and storms, you know, it's a very long way out for that. So I would suspect by the time we get to that time frame, or closer to it, we'll probably see those showers and storms starting to be getting more limited, because it does observe the Azores high. It's generally ridging from the southwest during that period. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be plenty of dry weather for the Isle of Wight Festival from the 15th, 18th of June. Right, anyway, that's it then for this festivals and events update, looking at download, Le Mans, and also Isle of Wight. So if you've enjoyed this video, found it interesting and informative, please you share it across, you know, the social media sites and forums for people going to these events. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. I know the Piston Heads community, as ever, are keeping a close eye on these updates for Le Mans. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, we'll probably try and get one last one in, maybe around Wednesday for download Isle of Wight Festival. There will be probably another one for Isle of Wight Festival. And of course, Glasso updates will be starting at the end of the week as well, on Friday, I think. Goodness gracious me. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And, you know, if I don't see you before these events kick off, then have a great time. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.